Jo from Minerva. Today we're going to do a fabric haul looking at a range of fabrics under a theme, and today's theme is florals. We're going to take a look at some different sized florals and different compositions of fabric and match them up with patterns that are suitable for that type. It's really important when you buy a floral fabric that you know what the scale is, and that's not always possible from a stock photo. So do have a look at what our Minerva makers have been making when you choose a fabric. My first fabric to feature is the one that I'm wearing, and that's a cotton poplin in this sort of Honolulu Hawaiian style fabric. It'd be great for a dress or a men's shirt. And it also comes in a black colourway. That's this one here with the bright yellow flowers on. Again, both of those suitable for shirt or dressmaking, but the print is quite large. So with that in mind, I've made and I've chosen the Anna dress by Hand London. I've made the short version with the sort of slash neck. You can make it with a V-neck as well. But because you fit it with darts, you're just taking a little bit out there of the waist and under the bust. But all of this area here across the top is all of the pattern unbroken. So that's a great choice for a large print. That's the By Hand London Anna dress. If you prefer something with a drape and a bit less structured, then you can choose a Viscose. This is 100% Viscose challis. It's 55 inches wide. It's got a cotton finish rather than a sort of crepe de chine shine to it. It's very matte. It's perfect for things that need drape, like floppy summer trousers, dresses, loose fitting tops. And I've picked the Indigo dress by Tilly and the Buttons, because you could make the short or the long version of that with the straight sleeves or with the gathered sleeves. It's really smooth. And, you know, just enough floral. There's quite a lot of background on that one, and I'm a sucker for navy blue, so I really love that. So that's Viscose challis with the Tilly and the Buttons Indigo. My next fabrics are crepes, and they're suitable for McCall's 7969. You may have got this as a free download when we had it for a limited time, or you can still purchase the pattern here. It's got a real flowing, floating silhouette. You can have it full length with ruffle sleeves or with balloon sleeves. I've also seen people hack it into a top, which looks really good. So check out that pattern. And a fabric that you can use is a crepe. Now this one is a ripple crepe, and it's got the sort of ridged texture. It just gives it a bit of detail, and it mutes down the floral palette. So the floral palette's not really vibrant. It's got a sort of water, and that one's a good one too. It's got a sort of watercolour look to it. It's 100% polyester. It's 57 inches wide, and it's light. So you need to, if you're going to use this without lining, you need something with lots of gathers so that you gain a little bit of opaqueness from the gathers of the fabric. But that is really pretty. It would actually make a By Hand London dress from the first pattern that I showed you in the long version with the split up the thigh. That would be absolutely stunning. So that's a ripple crepe. If you want something that you know isn't going to be see-through, because it's got that one's got a white background, you can also try other crepes. This one's a soft crepe, and this one's got a little bit of give in it there, look. So you can see if you wanted to make something like the By Hand London dress, you'd get a little bit of fitting ease across the back and the chest with that, but it would also drape beautifully for McCall's 7969. And both of those fabrics are tagged below. If you prefer a dress style that's less gathered and billowy, then you could try the Stevie shift dress. It's a shift dress with quite a lot of ease, and it can also be made into a top. It's got a tie at the back, which is great because that means if you're new to sewing, this is a really good beginner pattern, because you don't have to put in any tricky zips or anything, but you get a really nice casual fit dress. And this is a linen mix. This one's in pinks and browns. I really like this. That would make a beautiful Stevie. It would also make any of the sort of fitted shift dress ones with darts here and here and short sleeves. But that's a bit of a different floral because it's large, it's sort of one single colour range, and it's got that sort of linen finish. Let me see if I can show you there. And it would be ideal for the Stevie. If you want to stretch your sewing skills a little bit, then the Archer shirt dress has a few more skills. A back yoke there, a collar, some buttons on a button band, and some patch pockets. You've also got the option to fit gathers here, so you get a different fit. This one's a little bit more petite. This one you can get a bit of a swish on for summer. And the fabric that I've chosen is lovely. Look, it's navy again, I can't help myself. This is a cotton lawn with a sort of meadow floral on it, more than just that sort of wacky floral. It's got a little bit more of a sort of natural feel, a natural look. It's got a navy background. It would also make nice shirts, ladies' shirts, like the Archer shirt. It would make a shell top, like a simple new look shell top, or a scout tee from Grey 9 Studio. It's got a real smooth quality lawn finish, and that would be perfect for the Alder shirt dress. If you're not a dress wearer, you're more of a casual dresser, then you can add a little bit of floral to your casual outfit. So this is a crepe with a sort of orangey coral background and a really large print on it. So you'll be needing something that shows off that floral print. And I've chosen Simplicity 8172, which is like a little cardigan throw. And it's great for view A because you'll get all of the pattern on the back. And you could also use it matched with a plain crepe, so you get a two-tone like this, or you could just use it for the whole lot and just have all of the draping crepe and all of the florals gathered around that peplum around the bottom. So a crepe is great for a little summer throw on. Thinking of crepe again, you can get a lot of floral patterns with crepe fabrics. This is a crepe with a sort of, it's got a little texture to it, a sort of crepe texture. Sort of really, it's not called bubble crepe, this one, but it has got a sort of little bubbly texture to it. Again, it's a navy background, but I just love it. I really like this fabric. It's really, really smooth. It's opaque, has a lovely drape to it, and it would be perfect worked with Simplicity 1069. This is a couple of skirts with a wrap detail, so that you can see there, look. It ties on with a wrap, and that's how you get this lovely flowing skirt, and then there's the fold down here and a tie. Really beautiful, perfect for summer. If you don't like showing off your legs and you like a long skirt, then this fabric is stunning. Maybe you're not a skirt or a dress wearer, but you can still wear some florals if you make some really lovely summer trousers. And this is a stretch sateen. So this is a much heavier weight sateen than you get for shirts and dresses and things. So just make sure you don't just go for the colour palette and the pattern design. You need to check what weight the fabric is as well. And this one's got an element of stretch, which makes it perfect for trousers. So this is the sateen, and I've chosen Burda 7062. Makes a sort of cigarette capri trouser with a side zip. So you get a really nice smooth front, the zips on the side, a few darts. That's super easy to make, but they're really, really wearable. I've got a pair on, it's very odd to show you, but I put a pair on to show you underneath my dress. So here are fitted pants in a stretch sateen. They've got a side zip, and they are really comfortable, and they're really fun for summer. You just don't wear them under the By Hand London dress. If you don't like fitted trousers, you can also try a more relaxed style using crepe. So this is another large print. This one's on black. It's got a little bit of stretch for trouser making, which always helps for when you sit down, so you get a little bit more thigh and hip room and ease for when you're sitting. And the pattern that I've chosen is New Look N662, and it's a pair of trousers with a side zip and a little waistband. Nice lovely floating leg here, perfect in crepe. You could actually make the top in all of this fabric, and you'd have a sort of faux jumpsuit if you want easier toilet access. Then you can make this top and these bottoms all in the same floral fabric, and you'll get a sort of jumpsuit effect, but without the trouble of getting it on and off. You could also try the New Look pattern that has elasticated waist and the wide leg trousers. So this would make beautiful summer holiday suitcase trousers because it doesn't crease. We also have some border print fabrics with florals. So you'll see that some fabrics, they have the floral print, but only on part of the fabric. So the rest of the fabric then goes up to the normal colour. And you can use that border print on your fabric pattern choice, and you can have that around the bottom hem. So I was looking for something that would add interest with a border pattern. This is really silky. Look, it's got a bit of a sheen. It's there we go. It's called a charmeuse satin, but it's 100% polyester. It might be a bit tricky to cut out. You might have to put a layer of tissue paper on your cutting table and then put your fabric on top of that to stop it slipping around. But the pattern that I've chosen is Butterick 6263, because you can use the border print down here, and then you can have the grey at the top. It's always the obvious choice to do that, but I have seen some really good ones where the border is on the top, and so it depends where you want to take the eye on your garment. So you might want to take it down here, or you might want to take it the eye away from the hips and up towards the shoulders. So it's quite fun playing with the border print, and that's a good pattern, I think, to have a go. Another way you can play with directional prints and shapes is to find a fabric that's got large pattern designs on. So I think this one would work with that Butterick pattern. You could think about where you're going to place the lines, move your pattern pieces around. Oh, you could get that V going down to the cuff of your top. So there's lots of different ways that you could play with that fabric because of the large shapes on it. Take a look on the website. I think somebody has made that, and they've used the direction of the print really carefully. So both of those fabrics, they've got good amount of drape and just a little bit of interest for somebody who wants to really play with their fabrics. If you're looking for children's wear, then florals can work too. This is another one of the light satins, a cotton that's really close weave, so you get a really rich, vibrant print on it. That's a lovely colour palette, purple and yellow and pink and green. So that's a Lizano. And there's another one here that's more subtle, sort of a little bit Laura Ashley to me. It's a sateen, but this one's got a little bit more stretch in it. There's just got a little bit of ease, so that's good for fitting around your arm so children can play really nicely. That one would make a beautiful bridesmaid's dress. That's really beautiful. And the pattern that I've chosen is Butterick 6201, and that's a little girl simple dress, sleeveless or with little cap sleeves, gathered waist, and it goes from age 2 to 8. So if you bought that when your child was younger or your grandchild was younger, then you get a lot of wear out of that. And the fabrics that I've chosen are 2 floral sateens. This next fabric is a personal favourite of mine. I've made an evening dress, a black tie evening dress in it, and today's the perfect day to show it you because it's sunny, so you can see all of the glitter showing through the lace. And this fabric is glitter lace satin, so you've got the lace on the top, the glitter behind the lace, and then the reverse is satin, which is perfect if you're making a dress with a high front hem and a low back hem, because what you see through your shins and ankles is this satin fabric, so it's got a really nice reverse side. I use the reverse side for my tie belt, and I'll show you that here. So I knew that my tie belt would be exactly the right colour match for the outside. It's absolutely beautiful. I mean, again, the by hand London dress in this, the full length version, would be stunning. What's great is it does come in 9 different colours. So this is a minty green. There's some other colours that you can choose from. So if you want to use it for bridesmaids dresses, you've got a little bit of choice. And the pattern that I used is Simplicity 8637, and I made this view here, which is view A. So simple. I mean, this looks very, very complicated, but this dress doesn't involve any fastenings because it's a wrap. So all you need to be able to do is sew darts and cut out large pieces of fabric. Handling the flounce is a little more tricky because you've got to cut a great big circle flounce shape. But this view A was really simple, and it's my favourite evening dress in glitter satin lace. Thank you very much for watching. I hope we've inspired you to take a peek at some of our floral fabrics. All the products that I've talked about are listed below along with the pattern, so you can go and have an explore and maybe pop some of those things into your favourites for when you're ready to do some floral sewing. I'll be back again soon with another fabric haul.